As we introduce our next guest, we wanna hear in Emily's words what this woman meant to her.
You have reporters and anchors like Lisa Adams who have been here for decades, and never does she come in and give less than 100%. And when I see that, and when the young journalists see that, that is something to look up to. That's amazing, the work she puts in to this day and the passion she has for the job. And I think that spills over to the younger journalists. They see, wow, this is a great job, this is a career I chose right, and they can learn so much from journalists like us who have been in the field for several years. And then hopefully stay here for a while and tell good stories. And if they do move on, they'll move on with some really great experience and advice under their belts.
Welcome to the blue couches now in her black and gold, Lisa Adams.
Yeah, I never was on the bandwagon with Emily. You know, every Monday it would be the black and gold. I wasn't on the bandwagon. Every once in a while it would happen by accident and she would be like, yes. Right, exactly.
I love watching these videos of Emily. It's like, you can just feel her.
This was quite a surprise to me. I mean, I had to put together a story about Emily's career, you know, a couple of days ago, and it's a privilege to look back and see her work and talk about her, but it was hard to do too. And so I'm working on another one, and our creative services department said, hey, we have this big long interview with Emily that was going to be for a future promo, and we've never done anything with it yet. Would you like to take a look at that, or would that be odd to hear Emily talking?
Yeah.
So I sat down yesterday to listen to it, and I'm about halfway through, and then she's like Lisa Adams, and I was like, she's talking about me.
Yeah.
And so that was really moving to come into that. And they said, we have one of these interviews with her from like 2021 or 2022, and she talked about you in that one too. So we have a lot of strong women in our news department.
Yeah, we do.
And I think in some TV stations it might be like a battle to see who's the queen bee. But it was never that way, really, with any of us. I mean, I think we appreciate each other's strengths. And, you know, Mark had some funny stories to tell, but Emily was a really good mentor to the new reporters if, and I'm going to say if, they were willing to listen and take guidance. You know, once in a while we get some of these younger people that think they know everything already. And so
she had no tolerance for that.
And
I totally get it.
Yeah, if she was trying to help and they were not taking her advice, then she'd be like, but, you know, also we mentor each other. It doesn't have anything always to do with age and experience, because when you've worked on a story all day, you're like, I want to tell everything I know about this, and that's my fault. You know, my stories are too long, my sentences are too long. So if Emily was sitting down and she's reading over a story and she would say, who wrote this?
Yes.
If it was me, I'd be like, oh.
That's a classic line.
I did. Yeah. And sometimes it would be she didn't know a vocabulary word that I used, and I would fight with her and say, Emily, just because you don't know that word doesn't mean the rest of the people in the audience don't know it. I'll tell you what it means. But other times she would be spot on. The sentence was too long, the word was too complicated. You know, I needed to, because we write for the ear, and if you don't understand what we're talking about, you know, there's no point. But
you see, Lisa, you've been here, with all due respect, you know, a long time, and you've seen many women, young women, come and go. Thoughts on Emily as one of our long-held community members?
I'll tell you what, she is real, and that's the best thing I can say about her. I mean, I had an opportunity to comment this week, and I called her fearless and filterless, and truly she was filterless. If she was thinking something, we never had to wonder what Emily thought of something. She let us know. But honestly, in the newsroom, that's such a vital thing, because we really have to hash out issues
quickly.
A lot of times we can tell in our story meetings whether this is a story we should cover or not, because we can see that it bubbles up and we care about it in the news department, and we have differing points of view about something. So Emily did not keep those thoughts to herself, and there's many of you in the community she loves, and somebody, a few not so much. And we
know who they are.
But I have to say, I mean, I've had a chance to talk to a few community leaders for the piece I'm putting together tomorrow, and I mean, people, that's the thing that comes across the most. People thought she was real. She's glamorous, she's beautiful. She'd come to work with a gorgeous dress, and you'd say, wow, what a beautiful dress. She'd be like, I got it at Ross Dress for Less.
Ross Dress for Less. She never just called it Ross. Ross Dress for Less. And I think what people don't know is we see each other every day here, but we really are a family. I remember going to your home for Emily's wedding shower. I mean, those are the types of things we did for each other.
Yeah.
Truly, we had a lovely wedding shower. I looked to find pictures. I have a picture of Emily's mom. I have a blurry picture of everybody at the dining room table. I'm the old mom, or grandmother, I should say, of the newsroom now, because people would go out or they would, work at these festivals, and a lot of times I would let the younger people do that and hang out, or, I wouldn't go out to the bars after work except once in a while if it was a going away party for someone, or if it was an election night that was particularly challenging and people would be like, Lisa's going out. So all these pictures that others have with Emily, I wish I had more of those. So I'm going to continue to search the archives. But again, people just are saying how genuine she was. And, the police chief told me, Emily never had a bad day. And I was like,
Yes, she did. We all,
but I mean, I think people felt better for having spent a little time with her if she came to interview them, and I think that comes across. And
well,
she
thanks,
was
Lisa. That piece that you did earlier this week, I know it was at the beginning of the week, it was really difficult to do, but it was really beautiful, and I liked how you captured, her spirit, and so thanks for that.
Thank you.
And she was so much more than just Erie News, which we'll talk about a little bit as we get into the week. She lived in the U.S. Virgin Islands for like 6 to 8 months, covering stories there.
Right?
And again, we'll share all of this with you in the next coming days as we continue to honor our friend and our colleague, Emily Matson.